Welcome to another video of Blue Tech Empire Python tutorials, and in this video we are actually going to be looking at the standard data type dictionary. So it's very important to learn about dictionary, especially if you're from a programming language like PHP. You know about associative arrays in PHP. That's similar to Python dictionary. If you're used to Perl, you know about hashes. If you're used to Java, you talk about hash map. And if you're used to C, might be you can use structures. Or if you're JavaScript, then you know about JavaScript object notation or simply JavaScript objects. So Python dictionaries are similar to those stuff. You know, it's just like a way of assigning a value using a key, of saving values, or storing values using a key value pair. So it's very important. So dictionaries are very important. I mean, you can use them for multiple purposes, like we're going to be seeing. And so that's what. Let's get straight into the video. So I'm going to be reading from the content on the channel, and let me show you some stuff here. We have tuples and we have dictionary. So Python dictionaries are a kind of hash table type. They work like associative arrays in other programming languages, PHP and so on. A dictionary consists of a key value pair. That's the core of a dictionary. No matter the programming language, it's all about key value pairs. You put in some data with a key. When you want to extract that value, you use the key to extract the value. So it's like putting a tag on each of your values, so you can use that tag to get those values back. You see, when you want to add an item to a dictionary, you must add it along with a key. If you need to retrieve an item from a dictionary, you need to specify its key along with the index operator. I'm going to be showing you all that. A dictionary key can be any immutable Python data type, but are usually numbers or string. I'm going to be showing you that, while a dictionary can have any value, including other dictionaries. So we're going to create our first dictionary called D1 equals to, now you start dictionary with curly braces and you end them with curly braces. And within those dictionaries, you have a key. In this case, our key is a string. Most times your key is going to be a string. So for example, we can have key name, let's say Anna, we all know, and let's say age. We have another key, and we have the value for this. You see, this was a key called name. We assigned it a value. Remember, keys are separated by their values with a colon, while different items are separated, like every other iterable. Different items are separated with a comma. So age, now we have age. That's a key. The key is usually a string, but age, we can say, we can have a number. And let's even add some other struct stuff. Let's say tall. Yes, let's use true. And maybe can we have any other stuff? Let's see, width. Okay, let's just say width. Or height. Let's say HEIGHT. Let's say 7.4. So 0.4. So normally, here is an example of a dictionary. Now let's discover the first stuff about dictionaries. As you can see, we have name, age, tall, true, that's true. These are different keys. So the keys in this dictionary are name, age, tall, and height, while the different values are Emmanuel, 32, true, and 7.4. Now, how do you obtain a value from, you saw, for example, if you want to know more about list, if you haven't looked and watched the video on list or tuples, you can watch the video on list or tuples. I might drop it in the description, or the video on list will appear at the top right hand side if you're watching this video on YouTube. So now let's say we want to obtain the age of this student. What are we going to do? It's the second item, but a dictionary, it's not a sequence, so you can't use the index operator like this to access it. It's going to fail because there is no key 1 if there was a key one, it would have worked, but there's no key. You see, we have the key name, age, tall, and height. If we had a key one, this would have worked, but we have no key one. All right, so what are we going to do now? Now to obtain the value of any value from a dictionary, you must use the key. So yeah, we want to get the age. We just simply write D1. We use the and we say age. There is the key. Oh, it returns us the value. If we want to get the name, we use the key name, and oh, there we get the value. Now let us get the value. Is he tall? We get use the key tall. Oh, I said the value of that is true. Now what of the height? We want to get the value for height. Yeah, G H T. All right, 7.4. So as you have seen, we can actually change we can actually obtain the values in a dictionary, but we need to use the key we used when creating the dictionary. And dictionaries are fun because we can even change the values using the key. For example, if we want to change the name to Daniel, we can say or Mark, we can say DH equals to Mark. Now we have used the key ish or the key. Let's use sorry. We have used the key name, and we want to change it from the value Emmanuel to the value Mark. Now look what we have now. If you print D1, you see now name it's Mark. We assigned the value Mark to the key name. Now what if we want to change Mark's age? We are going to say um, D1 age equal to, we're changing the value right now, equal to, let's say 40. Now let's try to print out D1. Oh, now the age has been changed. It's marked all. We don't think so. So we're going to say maybe false. Now, let's say false. I want you to know when changing the value, you is marked, we said tall, that's the key. You must use the key. Now, let's print D1. Now, when changing the value on in a particular of a particular key, it mustn't be, for example, here was a string, we replaced it with a string. Here was an age, we replaced it with this. No, it mustn't be exactly the same type. We can put any type. For example, let's in the place of height, let's put something, not so interesting. Let's say HEIGHT. Let's just put a list in there. It makes no sense, but we just want to prove, or let's say a tuple. We just want to prove you can do whatever you want. Okay, so you can do whatever you want, and let's print T1. There you go. Now we have changed height to some stuff. I just want to show you, because height was 0.4, we mustn't replace it with a float like 10.2 or 6.1 or 5.0. No, you can change a key with any stuff you want. We can even change name to 3. It depends on us. We're just trying to make some sense by maintaining whatever we're doing. So if we change name like this, and we have some stuff, you see, we're going to change name to, so names change to some random stuff, but we don't want that, so let's maintain name at Mark. So let's try D1 now. All right, so like I've shown you, each time you're creating a dictionary, you need to have a key and a value. And if you need to access a particular value, make sure you use the key. Now, dictionaries are very flexible. For example, we can add a new parameter to the dictionary just by specifying a new key adds the parameter automatically. For example, we can want to say we want to add a parameter, let's say berry, or let's say fats, for example. So let's just add D1, and we have a key called fat. Now fat does not exist in D1, so a new key value pair will be created. Fat, let's say it's not fat, false. Let's check D1 now. Now D1 has a key called fat. Let's move on to say level, where some level and it's at level 10. We can say D1 level equals to 10. 10. So let's check D1. Oh, now we have 10. Now let's look for some funny stuff. Let's say hobby, swimming. All right. So we're gonna say D1 hobby, and his hobby is like he loves swimming. So you see, dictionaries are very important. It can help you to create a database or a group of data of different individuals but with the same key, and then you save that dictionary in a list and you can iterate through the list and access these different keys. We're going to see examples of that in future lessons when we are dealing with loops like for loops and while loops, but for now let's keep things simple since we assume you're still at the beginning. So D1 hobby equals to swimming. Let's check D1. All right, so you see we have now a lot of new key value pairs. So if you want to add new items to a dictionary, just specify a key and you're going to get the item. Now let's see, can you remove items from a dictionary? Oh yeah, you can use the delete operator. So we're going to say delete. Now when you say delete, you have to pass the key. If you want to delete, let's say we want to delete facts, so we delete facts from the dictionary. Oh sorry, you need to specify the dictionary hobby. No, what's the dictionary? D1, delete D1 facts. Facts. All right, let's check the dictionary again. D1. Oh, now we don't have the fact. Let's delete the level because we don't know what level means. D1 level. Oh, let's check D1 again. All right, we don't have level. It's still slow. It still looks very long. Let's delete height because height has some data we don't like, so we're gonna delete height. Now let's check D1 again. All right, so we have a simple dictionary with just name. So it's possible, which means dictionaries are mutable because you can assign values to them, you can delete values from them, you can expand them, and you can contract them. So dictionaries are mutable. Unlike strings and tuples, which we learned in the last lesson, these are not mutable. They are immutable because you can't change their values. So if you haven't watched the video on mutability or immutability, if you want to understand more on immutability, mutability, garbage collector, you can watch our video on that. So next, let's see. Now we have a cool dictionary and we want to see other things we can do with this dictionary. We have seen how to add items by creating a new index that doesn't exist or a new key that doesn't exist. Let's find D1 hobby, for example. So we have seen how to access or to extract values using the key. All right, swimming. So we have a very cool dictionary. So basically, it's very easy to create a dictionary. You just have key values. You can even create an empty dictionary D2 and you say equal to it's empty right now. Now, simply you can just say start assigning new values to D2. You can say D2 name uh, equals to Alice. Let's see D2. All right, it just has one item. We can add more items. D2 age equals to 26. um, D2 age, sorry, equal to 26. Let's check D2. Okay, D2 tall equals to yes. D2 tall equal to true. All right, let's check D2. And we have D2 hobby equals to eating, hobby. I don't know if she loves eating. eating, eating, or let's just use lowercase, eating. All right. So let's check D1 and let's check D2. All right. So you see we have two dictionaries with similar key value pairs. So we can compare. These dictionaries can represent a student or a person or a particular friend. So you can use dictionary to represent database data within your PC. So I just want to show you that. Now we have two dictionaries. We can check the type of D1. We see it's a dictionary. Dict. We can check the type of D2 and we see it's a dictionary. Now we can also check the length of D1. It's 4. It means it has 4 keys and automatically 4 values. If we increase D1 by some stuff, for example, if we add D1 and we add a funny key, um, um, let's say happy, or let's say liked, and we assign it a value yes, yes. In this case, now let's check D1. D1 has a new key value pair. Let's check the length. You're gonna see it's increased by 1. All right, so let's delete that value from D1. Let's check D1 first. Let's delete the value there. D1 liked, I think liked, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. All right, let's check D1. Back. Let's check D2. We're back. So now here are some things I just want you to understand about a dictionary. All right. Now, also remember you can't add dicts like we did with lists, strings, and other iterables or other sequences because a dict is not a sequence. It's an iterable, but it's not a sequence. So you can, for example, say D1 plus D2. Not possible. You can't use the repetition operator like multiplying D1 by a certain number. You can't do that. So you should know that's not possible with dictionaries. So, but you see, you can do other stuff with the dictionary. For example, you can use a for key in D1. Just print key and to print. When you iterate over a dictionary using the for loop, we are going to learn for loop later. I'm just doing it for completeness. You actually have it actually goes through the key. You see, print. You see, it only goes through the key. Or for any stuff you put here, even if you don't want to put key, make it maybe it's obvious. Just put something like X. You see, I just want to show you. So print X. I just want to show you. So let's see. Yeah, anytime you iterate with a for loop on the dictionary, it gives you the key. Now it's easy to print the value. Just call the dictionary and print the key like this. You can say print. Since you already have the key, you can just say D1 followed by its key X, and you can print all the items in a dictionary using a for loop. So there you go. So it's an iterable, so you can use a for loop to go through it. Now if you write dic1, for example, d1 dot items, it's going to return something for you. It's going to return to you a list of name value pairs. So you see here is a tuple. If you have not done the video, if you have not watched the video on tuples, you can watch it. You see it gives you a list of tuples, and each of those tuples, the first parameter is the name, the second parameter is the value. So you're going to see some stuff. You're going to learn all this. You're going to see people iterating through dictionaries by saying for key or for key value. They're trying to extract the tuple in d1 dot value items. You're going to see people doing like that. 1, 2, 3, print, and print the key and the value. Let's see. So you see, so you can do this. We are going to learn this when we do loops. I just want to show you that dictionaries are actually iterable. Yeah, so like I explained to you also, you can't use the index operator with dictionaries. For example, you have D1. You can't say you want to access the first item. You can't say D1 say 0. doesn't work because first of all, you don't even have a key zero. That's why it gives you key error because it thinks you're trying to access a key zero. So I'm going to be explaining this further so you understand. But just know you can't use the index operator, you can't use the slice operator. You don't the dictionary, it doesn't work. It's unhashable. When we say unhashable, it means it's not mutable or something. And dictionaries are unordered. For example, the fact you created a dictionary like this, for example. Remember, we created a dictionary like this. We said um, dict equals to dict. We can say dict1 equals to, and we created a bunch of stuffs. Let me just copy from here to make things faster. We did something like this. Now, you can't, if you print this dictionary, for example, it can print in a different way. You understand? It mustn't print in this order. You will see some examples where dictionary, so they are somehow unordered, not really unordered, but they are not ordered. You understand? You can access, if you can put items in a dictionary like this and the order changes somehow in the code. So you should not, this item name must not always be the first. That's why you see you can't use the index operator with dictionary, because internally in memory dictionaries are unordered, unlike list, tuples, or string where the first item will always remain the first item forever. This item may be at the end. It can be mixed. Why? Because dictionaries, you can use only the key to access the items. So no matter where they are in the dictionary, you can always find it, because if you want to access age, for example, it doesn't matter where age is. You just need to come and say dic1 age, for example, and there you go. So it doesn't matter where age is in within this dictionary. So I just wanted to know they are unordered or they are not ordered. So you should know you can't use the slice operator or um, the index operator. Now, we have been using only string for keys, but a dictionary can have any immutable type as key. Take note, immutable or immutable, like we learned strings are immutable, numbers are immutable, and tuples are immutable. It means a dictionary key can be even a tuple. Let's see examples of a dictionary that which you can use. This is quite a funny dictionary, but just to show you how dictionary. So let's write funny dict equal to, it's so funny. You see the keys are, for example, the key here is 1, the value 1. The key here is 2.50. Then the value is some like it's crazy. And let's say this other one is 3. The key is 3 plus 4j. The value is complex. We're just doing some crazy stuff just to show you. This one, the key is true. The value is false. Crazy. Um, let's say we even have a tuple. So crazy. Tuple which we will use as key. I just want to show you things can get really crazy when it comes to dictionary. Let's say just like crazy. Because it's really crazy. So let's can you imagine it actually works as a dict. Imagine. So we have a dict with key 1, key 2.5, key 3.4j, and key even a tuple. But remember, all these are immutable. You understand? All these are immutable. We even had one with a key true or false. See, all right. So take note of this. I was trying to explain to you. See, we created this dictionary with 1 as the first key. We use 2.5. We use 3.4j, and we use true. But see where true is. We have 1. Okay, 1 false. Let me see. 1, we have false. All right, so you see true, false. True is also 1. So you see this item went right to the first position. Do you see what happened? This item went right to the first position because what happened is true, these keys are the same. So this key will actually replace this key. Do you understand? True is equivalent to 1. So when we said 1 1 and later on we said 1 false, the new key for 1 is false. You understand? So now have 2.5. It's crazy. You understand? So here is the last key. It's a whole tuple. So but mostly of the time you will see most keys in your applications you design, most of your keys will be strings like name, age, because that makes sense to humans. You may only have a few times where you have keys as numbers, if you're doing some mathematical computation or you're trying to reverse IDs with data, you're trying to do some manipulation with database. You also see some points where you may use the key as a number, but let's not get into that complexity. But no, numbers as keys is common, especially with when you're manipulating data. You'll be exchanging those stuffs frequently. But I just wanted to show you it can really get crazy. So like we have explained to you, as you can see, um, you can even access the now you can write funny dict and you can use the key one because not index now, it's a key because we have a key called one. You see, it's not as if we're using the index. We can even say 2.5, and we can even say it's so crazy. We can even say 3 plus 4j plus 4j. It's crazy, 3 plus 4j and so on. We can even call this whole tuple. We can even use this whole tuple as a key. Like, you see, and it's crazy. And it gets us crazy because actually crazy. So I just wanted to show you you can use any stuff like a key and it still works normally. You can use a key and but no, the keys can only be immutable data types like number, float, complex, tuples, and strings. So we normally use strings normally. So I just wanted to show you that so you understand um, that's how it works. So like I told you, you can use the len, but you can't use the index or slice operator. Keys can be any mutable data type. You can assign to a dictionary using the like you see here. We assign to this dictionary using once you create a new key that doesn't exist, it creates a new item in the dictionary. So that's just what I wanted to show you. Dictionaries have no concept of ordering among the elements. It is incorrect to say they are unordered or out of order. They are simply unordered. So they are unordered. They are not out of order because the items are actually somehow ordered. But you cannot be sure the first item you place is always the first. So that's just what it means. And as lastly we saw, if you're creating a dictionary like dict1 equals to, and suddenly you put, let's say, um, name, tab, or let's say div, and somehow you came and you repeated age 20, in this case age for age 20, and you said height um, height 40.53, and later on you mistakenly said age again. Age, what happened is it's not going to crash, you understand? It's just going, the last key is going to take effect. So this one is going to replace this one. So you see, if you write dict one, you see you get age as 40. Age now is 40 because it was the last value assigned to the key age. So I just wanted you to see that, and we are going to look at the different stuffs in dictionary later. Um, we're going to look at the different stuffs of dictionary. But like you can see, D1 is this stuff. We can say D1 dot items like I showed you. You can write D1 dot get to get the item at a particular key. D1 dot get, want to get the item at key, let's say at the second position. So let's say 2. D1 dot get 2. I don't know why it did not return any value. So like we're gonna see a lot of that. We're gonna see D1 dot keys is gonna return only the keys. All right, you see, it just gave us a list of dictionary keys. And remember, the keys here are name, age, tall, and hobby. Now you can say dictionary.values, which will return us a list of values. You can even convert it to list. It's good usually if you want to do this, use list in front so that it comes out to be a real list. You understand? You see, now you have a real list. You can do that too for dictionary.keys. Now um, pop is to pop the last item from a dictionary to remove the last item out of the dictionary. So pop, or d1 dot pop didn't they say d1 dot pop pop expected at least one. All right, so you can pop a particular item out. So let's pop age or tall. All right, it removed tall. So let's check d1 again. So it actually returned tall, but it removed tall from the list. So it's just like deleting. It's also like deleting. Yeah. So update is to update a dictionary with a new dictionary. D1 dot update. You can add new stuff to this dictionary. Maybe level 1 and um done through. So just some funny stuff. It's not really true. And remember, I want to update it with the dictionary. So we're gonna do like this. So let's check D1 now. You see it has added now level and done. So it's like updating it with a new dictionary. And like I told you too about dictionary.values. So there we go. I just wanted to show you dictionary is very easy to understand. You can assign like we've done, like you've seen what we've done here, and you've seen all the examples, dictionaries, how you can create a dictionary, how you can print it, how you can, but you can append them, you can use the plus, you can concatenate them, and you can use repetition for them. So I just showed you all that now, but you can check the len and you can use index operator. So that's all it takes for dictionary. It's not very complex, but next we are going to be looking at Python sets, which is a bit more complex than dictionaries. Yeah, so see you in the next video, and have a nice time. All right.